What's up? Welcome to smartmusicbusiness.com, brought to you by fanbaseuniversity.com. This is Chris Greenwood, also known as Manifest. Let's talk about music promotion, how to promote your music, how to promote my music, how to come up with music marketing strategies. We did a live yesterday and you guys went crazy for it. We made a bunch of notes, and I want to continue on that about promoting your music because, I just get inundated with emails from you guys on how to, promote your music. And one person said that they didn't like, being a self-promoter, and I get that. It's kind of like, like you write these songs, we come up with these songs, and we're just writing what's on our heart. We're writing what we've gone through, our experiences, our pain, and all this stuff. And we want people to hear them, right? Because they're powerful to us. We're writing because we've got something in our heart that we want to talk about or whatever. Whether it's pain, struggle, it's a party track, it could be anything, right? But then all of a sudden, it's like your mind has to all of a sudden shift to like, okay, how do I get it out to the people? Because it's really important to me. And literally, it is a different type of brain a little bit, going from just like, did we die? Did we die? Did I die in you? I gotta go upstairs? We gotta take this upstairs? How you guys doing, by the way, man? Let's just take this upstairs. Stuff goes wrong, you just keep going. Let's just take this upstairs. It's a total, brain shift, though, right? I know I got really good internet upstairs. It's a totally changed thing, because, when I started, I didn't, think about, I want all these people to hear it. I just wanted to be, a good singer. I wanted to be a good artist. I wanted to be, a good rapper. I just wanted to be good at my art. I didn't really care. I wasn't thinking everybody had to hear it. In fact, I didn't want everybody to hear it right away. I just wanted to get it out there to people, right? I just wanted people to hear it. I wanted them to hear what I had to say, and I just wanted to get good at my art. But when it comes time to transitioning from full-time or part-time, just doing it for fun, some of you guys are just hobbyists right now, but some of you really want to transition into doing this as a full-time living. And that's what some of the stuff I want to talk about today. Yesterday I talked about, and this is going to get really heavy, so let me just put this against something here. Sorry about this, guys. I didn't know my internet was going to crap out on me on there. Let me just put this right here. And I'm going to do some Q&A afterwards as well, too, so that I can take your questions and stuff like that. Is this going to stand up? Maybe. Maybe it will. Cool. Yeah, I can see you guys now. I can talk. I'm going to do some Q&A afterwards. But one thing this guy said about self-promotion is I don't want to be a self-promoter. And it's okay, well, you don't have to be. You don't have to feel like you're being this sleazy salesperson, okay? Yesterday I talked about focusing just on one song. Just focusing on one song for a while and promoting the junk out of that one, going through my song launch checklist and doing all these things. Is it on YouTube? Is it on SoundCloud? Is it on Spotify? Have you uploaded it to Facebook? Have you uploaded and promoted it on Twitter? Have you uploaded it on Pinterest and just got it everywhere? Have you told all your friends about it? Have you told all your family about it? Your cousins? Have you told all your artist friends about it? Have you gone and performed that song? Okay? So many different things that we can do with one song. And then I talked about creating lyric cards for it. I talked about doing a selfie music video. I did a selfie music video. We rented bikes and we hooked up the bike or the camera to the bike, and we just did this crazy video. I did one on my skateboard once. There's no excuses. You can make your own music video. It doesn't have to be amazing, but you just put yourself out there and make sure it lines up with the song. I'm into skateboarding, so I did a video with me doing skating tricks and stuff like that and filming, just having fun. You could be cooking. You could be doing anything. It's just sometimes the small budget stuff, the real small budget stuff, is the ones that go poof and go viral, as opposed to these real big budgeted with lights and everything like that. So it's not always about spending more money. It's about being more creative and being artistic. I know a girl, what's the name of the band? I can't remember the band. Anyway, she was really artsy and stuff like that, and she even handmade her own clothes and stuff and started like selling her own clothes to her fans and stuff like that because she's like super into fashion and shared that stuff, you know. Like I like going and buying like used clothes at those designer shops like Crossroads and stuff, and I honestly should probably share that more with my audience because that's like what I'm into. I'm really into tea. I love Earl Grey tea, so you're probably always seeing that. So I like to share those things with my fans. I need to share more of me. You need to share more of you. And as you're doing that, you pepper in your music. You pepper in what your song is about and what you're doing. And these things are intertwined. Your music isn't here, and then your private life is over here. If you want to be an artist, you want to put yourself out there, you need to intermingle them. Okay, so I'll give you an example. I just promoted a song called When the Truth Comes Out on my Instagram and Facebook. I just created a little movie with it, just kind of hyping up that I'm going to be releasing it. And that song, When the Truth Comes Out, it's about a relationship and someone's stuck inside of this relationship, and eventually the truth is going to come out that they don't want to be in it anymore, and eventually they're going to explode and blow up. That's what it's about. Guess what? I'm going to share that story with my audience. I'm not just going to keep posting the same thing over again. Promoting your music is taking that song and what it's about and talking about it from this angle, talking about it from this angle, and this angle, and this angle. That's why the other day I was talking about doing a song explanation. I was talking about doing a lyric card. I was talking about doing a music video, a live performance, you know, a making of. And this is one thing I want to say to you artists out there, and maybe you haven't done this because the song is done, and what did you not do? You forgot to go and film behind the scenes. That stuff is gold. You forgot to write down, you know, the stories, you know, of how that song came to be. I posted the other day because I just remembered there's a song that we're just about to promote to radio, and that's a really important place to promote when you're ready. I'm about to spend tens of thousands of dollars promoting a song to radio again because it's doing really well for us, okay? It's very risky, but this song that I'm about to promote, it's called House of Cards, and I almost didn't record it. I was sending my songs to my friends and saying, hey, dude, what do you think of this demo? What do you think of this? And these are people that I really trust, friends that I really trust. And it was interesting. He's like, oh, dude, you got to record that one. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I was saying to my fans, I was like, hey, guys, guess what? Like, you guys are all loving this song. I almost didn't record this song because I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're creating this stuff, sometimes you're just so in your head. But guys, that is a marketing strategy. In a sense, you know what I mean? Like that is I'm talking about my music, but I'm not doing it in a way of being sleazy, of being, you know, annoying and all this stuff, but I'm doing it in a way of like, I'm just talking about it. So how can you talk about your music without being buy my stuff? Like I didn't say anything about it. I was just like, guys, like this song almost didn't happen, and I just wanted to share that with you because it's wild, and I would be bummed out if I didn't record it, and I know you guys would be bummed out if I didn't record it. And so sometimes when you're writing your stuff, you know, you just don't know what's going to work and what's not. Some of you guys have money, some of you don't, and the question I get a lot is like, you know, I've only got this budget, Chris. What do I spend my money on? Would you guys like me to answer that? Well, let's start with zero. Okay, let's start with zero money. Okay, and this stuff can move the needle. And all this stuff that I talk about, it's not that just like one thing is important. It's all important. Everything is important. Okay, I don't know if you've seen that movie Steve Jobs, where he's like, "Oh, that stuff doesn't really matter. That's not really a big deal." And he swears at the guy, tells him off. He's like, "Everything is important. If you don't share our passion," and then he fires the guy and gets, I don't know if you saw that movie. Anyways, all these things that you're doing and that I teach, you know, promoting your music, doing a music video, doing a lyric video, posting on social media, doing a song explanation, playing live, networking with artists, having other people post, doing YouTube ads, doing Facebook boost posts, hashtagging, all this stuff, all of it is important. And it's not just doing one thing, you know, it's doing all the sum of them over time, and they all add up to something amazing. It's doing the right thing over and over again and over and over and getting momentum, and then all of a sudden, you know, 6 months later, you're way farther than you've ever been because you stuck at it. But the reason a lot of you artists fail at some of these music marketing strategies is because you don't stick with it. You don't stick with at least one thing, you know what I mean? And just stay on it and stay on it. And this is some of the stuff I teach in my song launch checklist program. It's pretty much a course. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com and just click on resources, and that'll give you dozens of strategies to promote your music. So here we go. Here's a free way. Let's start with Instagram, because I like Instagram, and I'm doing this right now, okay? And so if I post something, if I post a lyric card, if I post one of my songs that actually is playing the music, I have in my phone, I have a note that has all these hashtags already of other bands. One will say new music, one will be like iTunes, one will be rock, one will be guitar solo, one of them will be similar bands of me, okay? So I told you what some of my similar bands are, you know, Breaking Benjamin, Papa Roach, 3 Days Grace, Linkin Park. So I've hashtagged some of those mixed in there, and so when I do a post, I post that hashtag underneath. You do it as a comment. You don't do it in the post because nobody wants to see all those hashtags. You do it underneath. Okay, so now when other people are looking up music, they're looking up rock, they're looking up all these hashtags, I'm getting free traffic. Okay, is that going to blow it up for me? Maybe, maybe not. Am I going to find new fans? Yeah. Like, how much is one fan worth to you? You know, what if I get like 5 new fans a day for that, or I get 10 new people looking at me just because I've done this? And not just because I've done it once, but because I'm posting every day. I'm doing that every day, and I'm doing that for even my one song, coming from different angles, and I'm doing that every day. You can take that exact same thing I just did, and you can do it for Twitter as well with your hashtags, okay? You can do it for Pinterest as well. And so you're just getting free traffic, okay? Now, is that going to take time to grow? Yeah, it'll take some time, and it's really dependent on, you know what I mean, how many hashtags you're doing, and I think you want to limit it to like 20 or 30. I forget what the max is on there, but these are small things that add up. I notice when I do this, I'm getting more followers, I'm getting more people finding me, and this is the goal, right? This is the same thing. And this is another strategy that I want to share. I share in the checklist in the course, song launch checklist, is YouTube covers, right? Like that's essentially doing that by hashtagging. And you want to make sure you're doing hashtags that are like legit. You know, you don't want to be just doing random ones, because if it doesn't make sense and it doesn't line up with your brand, just putting Justin Bieber or putting someone famous there, that's stupid. And that won't work, okay? Because you're going to be getting the wrong types of people. We're not trying to market to everybody. We're trying to get you to the right people, okay? Because like, I don't want to just open up for Garth Brooks. I want to open up for Linkin Park. I want to open up for my artist. Well, look at you by doing that hashtagging thing, by like, it's like you're opening up, because you're literally putting your music, by doing that, in front of potential fans that like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that makes sense to you guys. And another thing I just want to say here, and I hope you guys are digging these ideas and stuff, and that's some of your free ways. Obviously, there's paid stuff, okay? When you're ready to go to radio, you can spend money on radio. It's super risky, and I suggest you build a social media following first to find out if your fans, you know, are digging it and what song is really hitting, and have a few songs out there. Like, you're not ready to go to radio until you've released at least a few songs in an EP and gotten some feedback and played some shows. Otherwise, you're just going to risk a lot of money and blow it away. But you can spend other money by doing YouTube ads and Facebook ads and boosting posts and all that stuff. Just kind of test the waters a bit. And the cool thing too is you can do your Facebook ads, and those can get promoted on Instagram as well too. And that's a much faster way to throw some money at it and see if it works, see if it connects with people, or it doesn't. Okay. Throw some questions at me, and I'm going to answer. I'll just take a sip of tea here, and then I'm going to talk about a few more music marketing strategies for you guys. I noticed I'm not even going to mention your name. The collector here saying nobody buys music anymore. You know, that's true in one statement. You know, a lot of people don't buy music like they used to, but guess what? They don't pirate it either. You know, Spotify has killed piracy. YouTube has killed piracy, and if you have it monetized right, which some of the stuff I teach you, then, you know, we don't need them to buy it. We just need them to listen to it. You just need thousands and hundreds of fans to listen to it. And it's a lot easier to get someone to listen to your music than it is to buy it. So I'm okay with it being dead. But guess what they will buy, man? Guess what they will buy? They'll buy T-shirts. They'll buy tickets to your concert, man, if you put on a great show. You know, he's saying if you want to make money, you could be a film composer. Sure, you could make money doing that. But, like, nothing is easy, guys. But everything is worth doing, and putting putting the effort out there. And Memphis Lee, you're absolutely wrong. YouTube did not wreck the music industry at all. It hasn't wrecked it. It's free. You know, you get to listen to music for free. You get to promote your music for free. And you know, I know it's frustrating. I know you get angry at times, and you want the dream to happen, and that's some of the tone that some of you guys have. And guess what? My tone was there. It was there as well. But you know, YouTube has not wrecked the music industry. I get paid from YouTube all the time. They pay me money. They've given me an opportunity to get my music. You know, you guys got to understand. There's so many ways to make money with your music. It's not just one income stream. You know, you got to understand. Once you've written one song, do you realize how many different ways that you can monetize that one song? And I'll go into that in another, and I have trainings on that, you know, the courses that teach you all that. But like, you have one song, you know, you upload that to TuneCore or CD Baby, let alone do they put it on tons of stores, but like, you know, isn't it songs with that mean something, that end up on shirts, that end up on wristbands, that end up on like hats? I'm wearing one of my own hats right now. Sorry to be cheesy, but you know that could be in TV and film. That could be in a video game. That could be on YouTube making you money. You know, people could put those lyrics and songs in, and they could become tabs so people learn how to play them and stuff. They end up being the soundtrack for videos on YouTube. Who is it that said that? Memphis Lee. You really need to go through, you can go to my website, smartmusicbusiness.com, sign up for my free crash course on YouTube Marketing Mastery, and there'll be a bunch of free training. Watch that stuff, because it'll give you a different perspective on YouTube, and then it'll give you an opportunity to enroll in my course, YouTube Marketing Mastery, okay? That's something, but just watch the free stuff. You know, I just want to be, I'm super transparent here, guys. Obviously, I'm giving you free content. I'm trying to give you the best I can, but of course I sell courses. Of course I coach other artists. I have an artist that I'm coaching tonight, and this guy is crushing it, man. He's booking his own shows. He's getting his single covers done. He's just promoting himself, and he's trying stuff, and he's doing it. And you know what? He's more talented than me, than how I first started. But this is the thing, guys. It's not about the talent. It's about the heart, and just putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? And just getting out there and doing it. Again, a lot of these music marketing strategies that I'm teaching, check out the song launch checklist at smartmusicbusiness.com. It gives you dozens and dozens of ideas and something that you can just check off, that you go through. It's like a training course, about an hour. It's only $20. The price is going to keep going up, okay, because it's worth hundreds of dollars, because it'll help you sell hundreds of CDs and music and promote your stuff. Let's answer some questions. White Horse Forever, what's up? Do you think I should upload my music straight to Facebook with no third-party link? You know, this is the thing. When you upload your music to Facebook, like a video or something like that, and you don't put a link, then it'll get shown. Facebook will show it to more people. But when you put a link that's outside of Facebook, they automatically don't show it to as many people, because they don't want people coming off of Facebook. They want to keep people staying on Facebook. So when you put a link, like if you put a YouTube link or you put a iTunes link or to your store, they won't show it to as many people. So you have to pay to get it shown to even more people. So I hope that answered your question. So do a mix of both. Do a mix of both. There's no right or wrong. I do a mix of both, but when you boost the post, you can put the shop button or shop now or learn more, and then you can put your link in there of where you want it to go, okay? So I hope that answered your question there. People still buy CDs? Yes, go to manifestkickstarter.com. I pre-sold a couple thousand of CDs. Are CDs dead to some extent? Yeah. But look, I'll show you guys this. If CDs are dead, then why did I just make a vinyl, my first album on vinyl, okay? So if vinyl aren't dead, CDs aren't dead either, okay? And we just made these. I've been pre-selling these, and a lot of my fans went nuts for it. CDs, it's not just about the music, guys. It's about a souvenir. It's about an experience. Like, if you're really into something, then and you're a fan of something, you're going to buy everything that they have, including their CDs, you know? So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, the Memphis is, yeah, there's what you can, there's the free course, and then there's one that will that you go through the free course, Memphis Lee. It's free, smartmusicbusiness.com. Just sign up for it. It's right on the home page, and then it'll let you know if you want to go deeper into learning some of these strategies and stuff, okay? But again, the Resistance channel, I bought your course, How I Make Over $4,000 a Month program. It has Audio Jungle since simplified their upload process. No, man, they haven't. And man, Audio Jungle has been a real blessing, man. Like, honestly, I only found out about it like not even a year ago, and it's paying me money. And you know, that's another strategy to make money with your music. Again, while you're sleeping. I like to call it Swiss dollars, sales while I sleep soundly. And this is the thing, like, they haven't simplified it. It's a pain in the butt, man, but again, it's worth it, because now, like, I've been getting a lot. It's been, like, the more I keep uploading more music there, man, it's been doing, like, really better. Are you in Fanbase University, The Resistance? Dude, like, our next call is on the 24th. We do a group coaching call on the 12th and 24th of every month. Just go to fanbaseuniversity.com or message me, man, because it sounds like you're on the right path and would like to, encourage you to, sign up for more. Let's see if we can just, you're gone. So one dude just got kicked off here. If you talk crap on my thing, you will get kicked off, okay? I don't like this used condom collector guy or whoever he is. He's just a goofball. There's always going to be haters, guys. I just want you to know that. Wherever you go, there's going to be haters. But you know what? It's what I love, like, I get a lot more love mail than I get hate mail and stuff. And I love it when somebody gets offended or something and they write like this really long email and I just hit delete. And I want to encourage you, when people ever hate on your stuff or say comments, like I was coaching this one student and he was saying like, yeah, some people were saying like, oh, I can totally battle you, or I'm like better than you or something like that. And I just said delete it. Just ignore that stuff, man. Don't even give them the light of day. Okay, so here we go. How many copies of vinyl you made? I only made 500, man. I did really low, because that's the thing. You don't want to get stuck with stock, but I am touring a lot, playing a lot of shows right now, so those will go. So we'll definitely do a repressing, and we are getting a little bit of distribution with it, so to get in the stores. But again, I just did a small pressing because it's been a while since I've done vinyl. But you always want to make sure you have a plan. Like if you're going to press shirts, you're going to press CDs, you're going to, like, that's why I'm calling this music marketing strategies, because like, what's your strategy to promote it? Like, you don't want to just go into something blindly and not have a plan for it, okay? Okay, this is a good question from Ray Ree's covers. That's awesome that you're doing covers, man. I don't know if you follow Walk Off the Earth, but say you have a single coming up, right? You have a single that you have that you want to promote and you want to get out there. First of all, let's start from scratch. And I talked about this the other day, but you want to set a release date, okay? If it's done, okay, you got the song done, it's been mixed, it's been mastered, you've got it uploaded to either TuneCore or CD Baby or DistroKid, okay? You've got it all already there. You haven't got it hit live yet, but you set a release date. Say it's going to be a month and a half from now, okay? And I suggest having like a good month to plan all this stuff. You want to decide like, okay, am I going to have like a release party for it? Like they have CD release parties for albums. Why not do the same thing for a single? Like when I'm ramping up, like saying, hey guys, I got new music coming up and I got a new single coming up, I'm creating buzz about that. So I'm like, okay, here's the date, like let's just use my date for my new album, July 21st, okay? And so I've been putting like, doing updates like, hey guys, I'm just in the studio here, I'm doing this, can't wait for this new music to be coming out July 21st, can't wait for you guys to hear it. Make sure you sign up on my email list so that you know when it comes out, and I'm creating buzz about it. Maybe I'm putting a little 15-second sample of it and teasing it just like a movie, right? And this is some of the stuff I talk about in the song launch checklist, but like, we don't have to recreate the wheel here. Like, look at the Hollywood. They create like 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 teasers and trailers to kind of pump up the song and create buzz about it. And if you're watching earlier, I was talking about you can do lyric cards and do all this stuff to kind of promote it and to kind of create the buzz for it. Like this is like your release. Like guys, like if you're gonna spend hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on the single to make the song, you got to spend at least that on promoting it. You know what I mean? And so I really want to encourage you, man. Go to smartmusicbusiness.com. click on resources and pick up that song launch training. That'll really help you and give you some ideas that you haven't thought about to really promote that thing, to make it as successful as possible. Here's another idea I'll share randomly with you. My wife did the design for my new album cover, okay? And so what did she do? We did a behind the scenes making of even the cover. Like I don't just talk about the song, you can talk about the logo, you can talk about the meaning behind it, the messaging behind it, like talk about everything, strip it down from the bones, from like the beginning all the way to like, you know what I mean? Like talk about everything about it, you know? Like, and this is the thing, like you're gonna get more tired of your marketing message before they are, okay? You're gonna get more tired. I'm gonna take a few more questions and then I'm gonna be bouncing. Thank you very much. How do you know how many vinyl, CDs, t-shirts to make? Guessing. You know, it comes from experience, from like performing shows. And if you don't have a tour or if you don't have a fan base, and one thing you can do is, and I suggest to a lot of guys, is, oh, it's R-A-R-E. Okay, sorry, man, Rari, or rare. That's cool. I like that. One thing you can do, and I suggest this to a lot of artists, man, to do a Kickstarter. You know, for an EP. And I'm not really big on the album thing, you know. If you guys know me, I always say release a single or two first. But, you know, if you're getting into, you know, CDs and shirts and all this stuff, you know, sometimes you want to do a Kickstarter thing so that you can get the money and do a pre-order. You know, hey, if you guys really want this, I'm only making this many, I'm going to be doing this, here's the design, let's do a pre-order and see how many people bite. That way you're not stuck with a whole bunch of merch, you know, unless you've got shows. And I can't tell you and stress enough on how important it is to tour and to play shows. And if you can't tour, well then you go to open mics. You open for somebody else. You buy on. You make phone calls. You put your foot in there. You play at cafes, college, your church. I don't care. A couple more questions, and then I'm going to bounce out of here, guys. But you can join me every month if you want, twice a month actually. Fanbaseuniversity.com. That's where you can get access to one-on-one coaching with me, and you can also get access to exclusive training, plus just more personal coaching, and a bunch of other artists that are serious about their career. Because a lot of people that aren't serious about this, they're just hobbyists. They don't really want it. And honestly, if you want to find where someone's heart is, look at their credit card statement. You'll see what they spend their money on, because where your treasure is where your heart is. When I was working my IT job, okay, and when I was working my computer job, and I wanted to do music so badly full time, guys. I wanted to do it so bad. And I invested every dollar and cent into my music. That's how I got my website done. That's how I got my logo done. That's how I paid for my first EP and my first album and got design. I invested everything. I got actually ripped off a little bit on some things, but, you know, and then I went from 5 days a week to 4 to 3, and then I finally quit my job. And that was the process. This obviously took a little longer, and I'll share that on another live. But anyways, I'll answer a few more questions, and then we'll bounce out of here. Do I get mechanical royalties for streams on YouTube? I'm confused. No, you would get... You do get a royalty. I don't think they really call it mechanical. That's more for the physical CD. But there is a royalty that is generated other than just the... the streaming royalty. There's two types of royalties. There's the publishing, and I guess it is called the mechanical, even though it's streaming. So yes, but you got to make sure that you are signed up for publishing so that is collected on your behalf. And a company like CD Baby or TuneCore can do that for you. Okay. Also, what's the best paid method of marketing? Man, it really depends where you're at in your career. When you're just getting started, and even when you're really far, I think online is the best dollar for your best promotion for the money you're spending, especially YouTube ads, man, and Facebook posts. Honestly, YouTube is like, not everybody understands it, but like I talk about my 1 cent YouTube ad strategy and like just spending your money. Like, you can get your music in front of people for so cheap. The only other way to get your music in front was either TV ads, which were super expensive, radio, which you still can, which is super expensive and risky, but like, you know, when you spend your money online, what it is you're getting. Like, if you boost a post and you target it, you got to make sure it's the right post, it's the right content, like you got to have tested it already, but if you put the right music in front of the right people, you're going to win. So that's really the goal here, and you got to do it on a big scale. And this is what I was even saying to my wife the other day is like, you know, labels have that big money, and so they're willing to risk. But because they're willing to risk, sometimes they hit it out of the park. Sometimes they lose like crazy. Like, you realize when a label signs a band, you know, and they spend all this money on them, and then the band breaks up. Like, that sucks. Like, sometimes they'll spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then the band is just gone, you know? So, you know, that's the thing with that. But there's so many different places you can spend your money. But, like, I say stay away from a publicist for now, unless you got a big tour coming up or something. I think the other best way is to buy onto a tour. That's always been my best advice. Buy onto a tour is the best, because then you're opening up in front of another band's fans, and that's the best thing you can possibly do. I'll answer one more question, and then I'm going to bounce out of here. Which music distributor pays you the most? Wrong question, man. Wrong question, Kyle. You know, you're wasting time, and you just need to get started, man. It doesn't matter which one. Just get in the game. Get in the game. You know, you're trying to count pennies here. You just want to get in the game, okay? You just want to get in the game. Carlos, I've been having a doubt about putting music in like Audio Jungle or Sound Trader. Is it okay to pitch a song you have already released, placements and licensing? Yeah, man. Like, a lot of stuff, sometimes we get worried or we get nervous. I just say put it all out there. You know, somebody will call you, or they'll let you know if you've done something wrong or whatever. But if it's your music, you own it. You should be trying to monetize it every possible place you can. And I just want to encourage you guys, man. This stuff doesn't happen overnight. I've been doing music now for over 10 years full time. I'm still doing it full time. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still risking. And that's what you got to do, man. Sometimes you got to risk. You got to put yourself out there. And so, again, if you guys are trying to promote your music and get it out there, go to smartmusicbusiness.com. Grab that song checklist training. It'll really help you and give you some really good ideas. And I'll be trying to do these a little more often with you guys, getting to know you and just hanging out. And again, I believe in you. Keep fighting, keep creating music, keep marketing it, and enjoy the journey as well. I know you get frustrated sometimes, but keep at it. If you want to sign up on my list and get more free training and stuff, obviously subscribe or go to smartmusicbusiness.com. I believe in you guys, and keep fighting. Have an awesome night. Bye.